Hey guys. Hello guys. Hello everyone. Hello whoever's watching. I know it's been a while, and I wanted to make this video to quickly explain what's happened, what's happening, and what's going to happen with this channel, Techsmartt. So I wanted to start this video out by saying I'm sorry. I know I haven't been clear, in touch. I haven't really kept you guys up to date over really the last 10 months, but I wanted to take this video to help you understand my mindset, what's happening in my life, and how some of the events last December made me feel. So when I first moved out here to California, I'm from Chicago, as some of you guys know, and I was living at home. I was in my parents' basement making videos, and I kind of missed that. I realized in many ways I grew up on YouTube, and YouTube grew up with me, and you watching maybe have seen a video in the past and you had a chance to be a part of my story and our story. But as time moved forward, I didn't tell you guys that I had been feeling burned out. In many ways, I was avoiding coming back to this channel because I have done this for so long and it didn't give me the same satisfaction that it once did. But I believe I found that again, and I believe that this is the next chapter in our story. What I've learned in the last 10 months of just avoiding coming back to this channel is I've been, well, a CEO at our company, Gas Media Group, GMG, as some of you know. And my head's really been wrapped up in that over the last 10 months. But more importantly, I didn't have plans to come back to Techsmartt in 2020. There was a plan set in motion 2019 to phase me out, make me disappear, and I never really told you that, so I wanted to just say I'm sorry. So what I've taken away from 2020 and having the clearest vision that I've ever had is we're all human. I'm human. I believe you're human, and we make mistakes. I wasn't the one to tell you that I had made a mistake ever really in the past. But this is me taking accountability for my actions and my words to say, I value the lessons learned from those mistakes. I value the people, I value the relationships, and I'm excited to move forward understanding what I know and how to implement that into what's next. So to take us where we are today, I want to take you back to 2017. So 2017, I was 20, and I was always really hungry, not just to be an entrepreneur, but to really just build something. So I had sought out to build my dream company, Gas Media Group, or GMG, as some of you know. And what that's taught me is not everything you plan out to do in this life turns out the way you expect it, especially when it comes to building companies. So now to what you probably are wondering, what happened in December? So I kind of addressed this back in May, but the video is no longer up. So I want to set the record straight and dive a little deeper. In 2019, we had to let go of a former employee of our company merely out of it being the best interest for our company. And I don't know why this is the first time I've ever said this, but won't be the last. Letting someone go is not easy for both sides, the employee or the employer. And we take that very seriously here at GMG, and I take that very seriously to heart. While we want to make sure our employee and ex-employee is able to go build the next thing they want to build and amicably leave the situation, things weren't really left that way, and I never had a chance to tell you my side of what was said. So I want to do that now. Of the allegations this former employee made towards myself and our company, they're completely false and untrue. And I want to even go a little further by saying I have never stolen from anyone or used our company to manipulate this audience, you guys, people, or anyone in between. And I wish I had said this in May, but now you're hearing it today. To kind of wrap this point up, whenever you let someone go in a professional setting, it sucks. It really hurts. So transitioning back to where we are today, you might have seen some videos on the channel were deleted. And I deleted those videos because over the last 9 years that Techsmart's been around, there's a good chunk of videos that I don't feel were the best representation of me anymore. Really, since 2017 to up until 2019, when you kind of just saw me disappear, I felt creatively burnt out. And 2019 was the end of it for me, where I just felt, based on the events that transpired, it was the time for me to just focus on being GMG's CEO. And that wasn't the best decision that I've realized, because I left you hanging and I never told you what I was going to do. And you have a right to know, you really do, because you've been on this journey with me and I've been on this journey with you. So 2017, it was like 75% there, 50% there in 2018. And then in 2019, we went from 25 to 0 real quick. I'm sorry, and there's nothing more I can really say. When Techsmart started, it started off as a personal hobby. And I was fortunate enough to have it turn into my professional career. But along that way, I never imagined that I would get burned out. I grew up with YouTube. I started in 2007 making RuneScape videos and was bullied all my life for it, in middle school and in high school. And to substitute for that, I turned my lack of self-esteem, my self-obsession, and really my ego that was fueled by the wrong things against a lot of personal and a lot of professional relationships. I just want to say to those that I've met and I've affected and really offended, I'm sorry. I haven't treated you watching with respect. I haven't treated others with respect. And in that process, I've not treated myself with respect. I really neglected the balance of having a personal life from a professional career. So really, I didn't have the courage to tell you guys that I was feeling burnt out and that I needed to step away. And ultimately, you haven't seen all of behind the scenes that exist when building a company, and really a startup at that. There's a lot that has happened, but a lot that won't be shared, because as a CEO, you lose that luxury of being able to speak freely whenever you want. And you've grown up to know me a little differently, in a lens that gains that transparency. I miss that. Really, really, really miss that. So since GMG started, there's been 2 important and really life-changing co-founders that I've had a chance to work with. None have been on this channel before, but one is Joseph. He's currently GMG's COO, and he's been focused on the business side and really GMG's operations. Whereas Michael has been focused on our global licensing and sync rights management presence. And together, those 2 have helped me accomplish what has been GMG up until now. As of today, I'm stepping down as GMG's CEO, and I'm handing the reins over to Joseph, our former COO. Now, I want to make this very clear. This decision came from me, and me alone. I'm very, very lucky to have mentors and advisors around our company, and really that support my decisions. But that doesn't mean it's over. I'm stepping down from GMG as CEO to focus on Techsmart full-time and still remain at an executive role at GMG. But now going forward, it's me and you. This is what I've really been waiting to tell you. Here's what I've learned from the last 10 months and really the last 9 years. It's very important to have a balance between your personal life and your professional career. Growing up, as I mentioned earlier, I was bullied in middle school and high school. I was bullied purely off the content that I made on YouTube and, well, for being a YouTuber. Back then, creator, definitely not influencer or a term, but those aren't really the lens that I ever saw myself through. I just saw myself wanting to make videos, and I was judged heavily from it. But along the way, I took that lack of self-esteem, that self-obsession, and really this self-neglect, and I channeled it into my own personal relationships and definitely professional settings, where I in turn became the bully. I had so much negativity pent up inside that I had never shared that it just exploded. It exploded. So, after the explosion, what did I do? Well, I used materialistic objects and being flashy to mask that internal void. That void of feeling lonesome, truly feeling like the world was ending, and I think just those two emotions alone, everything that could be felt in between was my reality. And I'm sorry, but I want to take the experiences that I've learned up until now, and I want to put them forth into what is going to be turning the page to the next chapter in our story. You have no idea, because I've never told you how much you've impacted me, but I have a small chance of reading comments to understand how maybe the video has impacted you. Over time, I lost the ability to empathize and really did not know what sympathy was. I didn't know any of that. But it's not an excuse, because I do read your comments. I do understand that one view is one real person. So here's what I want to tell you. Over the last 2 years, I've been seeking professional help, and it's helped me understand my own game plan of how to cope with life's emotions and how to have tools that positively and really are healthy tools that can help you understand a situation and solve a situation. I didn't have those before I started therapy. And honestly, I don't think it's just gonna stop there. I know it's not gonna stop there. I wanna continue to improve myself so that I can be a better human, better friend, better creator, and a better co-founder. Before really then, it was all about me. And I couldn't look past me. I couldn't look past me for a second. So here's what I want to tell you that I've learned from the last 9 years. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay not to be okay, and it's even more okay to go ask a professional for help. You have your friends, you have your family, but when you actually think about professional help, it puts things into a different perspective. And being as vulnerable as I am now, I didn't understand that. I really had never considered talking to someone or evaluating yourself. And through this, I felt really humbled. I've said a lot of crazy things over the years, and I've negatively and most of the time not really understood why, that I haven't been able to connect with others or keep a relationship with just friends. We're just gonna go there for now. And to be honest, it's something that I really wanted to get off my chest and really share with you, because you've had a right to know. You've been watching me. You've been watching this. You've had a chance to be a part of my life and what's come next. So to wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Take care of yourselves. Health is wealth. I really do mean that. While you might be taking care of your mental health, make sure you're also taking care of your social and your physical health, because all three really matter. Now, that's all I have. Thank you so much if you've made it to this point in the video, and I can't thank you enough for giving this a chance, and I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe or do anything else because I don't know what's next, honestly. But I'm excited for what's to come. Thanks for being here.